All right. What is up, guys? All right. So I see, first of all, this is the first YouTube Live stream I've ever done. And hopefully the webcam on the MacBook here is sufficient quality for you guys. And hopefully the audio is good enough. So I didn't know much about YouTube Live and how it all works. I guess if you've never done YouTube Live before, you have to basically request 24 hours in advance. So I didn't get a request notification. So I was hoping everything would work. But what I think is really cool is when I came to the screen and prep in the last like 5 minutes to go live, a whole bunch of you guys are already in the comments chatting with each other about your projects and what you have going on. And I think that is just so cool. The fact that maybe most of you guys don't even know each other and you're already chit chatting about your projects and what everyone's got going on. That is so cool. I mean, that is seriously what the community is about. So it's really cool to see you guys kind of swap and shop stories with each other and some really cool stuff you guys are working on too. But we're going to give it a few more minutes and let some more people get in here. We're not going to get right into the drawing. We can kind of chat about the car a little bit and how excited I am about all of this. I'm probably more anxious and more nervous about this whole thing than you guys are. So this is really, really cool. Yeah. What's up, Max, Eric, Steven, Zach Wilson? Got to give a huge shout out to Zach. Zach's from Bag Riders. Zach and Bag Riders were a huge part of this project. Without them, this project wouldn't have been possible. Zach spent a lot of time on the phone with me while we were trying to figure out what was going to work for parts. Because if you guys have watched the series on this car, you know we used Subaru front components and we used Airlift's universal dual bellow eyelet to eyelet kit in the rear. Had to relocate a bunch of stuff. It wasn't an off-the-shelf 924 or 944 kit. So huge shout out to Bag Riders and Zach for helping out with this project. They're helping out with this one too, right here. This is what's next. So we're getting this out of the way, and this is what's next. So stay tuned for that. I know a lot of you guys are chomping at the bit, as am I, to get going on this car. Going to be a little bit more involved in the Porsche. But all of you guys that are coming in, good evening to all of you guys. I'm kind of going through the comments here. So I have a screen above my computer. Let me move you guys up here. Oh boy, that looks weird already. So I put a big screen behind the computer so I could see your comments better without having to be right up on the screen. But I think it's obvious, you guys looking at me, that I'm not looking at you. All right. We'll give it a few more minutes to let some more people fizzle in because we did have a whole bunch of West Coast entries and it's only 6 p.m. there. So there might be a bunch of people trying to sneak away from work to get on here. Let's see. All right. We got Max Fetter in here. Spoon made it. Good luck, everyone. James K. What's up, John? What's going on? Chris Pia, Frank Sullivan. Okay, so yeah, Brock, John Cox, Ricky Grenell. So stoked you guys are all here. It doesn't need to go to the West Coast. Yeah. So stoked you guys are here. I know this will be a video on the channel after this, so hopefully it's somewhat watchable. I do want to take a lot of time to communicate with you guys through the comments, but also make it somewhat watchable for anyone watching this after the fact as well. Put in the comments if you guys can hear me okay. I'm trying not to shout. I'm using my onboard MacBook camera and microphone. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. This is all just the last second setup. Good audio. Awesome. Thank you guys. It's a brand new MacBook, so the webcam better have a good enough resolution for this. I was kind of stressing, wanted to use one of my external cameras, which I can do. I bought the appropriate cable, but I didn't have the right like transfer box basically to let the camera or the computer work one way on the camera and not try to feed it out like an HDMI does. So yeah, glad you guys can hear me okay. Well, we got a handful of you guys in here. I don't know if I can see how many of you guys are actually in here. 120 of you, looks like. That's almost the amount of people that entered. So, I mean, we had 200 keyring sets, and a bunch of you bought more than one set. A couple of you more than a couple. So we've got less than 200 people in here, which is really kind of cool because it makes it feel a little bit more not intimate, but yeah, I guess, it's like we're all just kind of hanging out in here without actually audibly communicating to each other. But for all of you who just chimed in, there was a handful of people on here ready to go before I even went live that were already talking about their projects and what they had going on. Oh, dang, you got me on the TV. That's crazy. All right, guys. So, first and foremost, cannot thank you enough for being you and being who you are and just all the support and selling this thing out. And I think it was like 23 hours. It was just under 24 hours. Even Kayla said, it's going to sell out in a day. And I was like, nope, there's no way. I thought for sure we were going to be a month or more if it even sold out at all, if all 200 spots would even sell out. I don't undervalue myself, but I don't necessarily shoot for the stars either. So was definitely stressing out a little bit even before I pulled the trigger on any of this. Because I didn't want like 100 spots to sell and then it stalls out and then I've got to figure out what to do, refund people or change the whole deal, which isn't good either. So that being said, after stressing about it day and night, it seemed like, I decided to go live with it while we were at the airport flying to Montreal for Bureaucracy, because after Bureaucracy, we flew right to Finland for a week for Fitted Fest. So I figured it would be great to get this thing going and then hit the road for a couple weeks and just kind of promote it and let it kind of fizzle in and then come home and start working on the keyrings. Well, you guys championed this thing and blew my mind. Kayla assumed it would go in one day, and it did. The last one sold at like 23 hours, and we just got to the hotel in Montreal, so it left me playing catch up. So thank you guys so much for all of your patience because I had to get through. I mean, even she knows, and everyone else that we hung out with in Canada and Finland knew that I was like, I got to get home and make these keyrings and get them out to everybody because they've already done their part. Now I need to do mine. So super excited. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. And I've thought about doing it before. If you guys are longtime subscribers on the channel, I wanted to do this with the 2F Polo back a couple years ago and got cold feet basically for the reasons I just stated. So you guys knocked it out of the park. I hope most of you have your keyrings. About 2 or 3 of you have emailed me saying that it either got sent back because of an address issue or it was undeliverable. So if you guys don't have your keyrings in hand, it's not necessary for the drawing. Basically, the numbers I put on the keyrings were to give you an exclusive keyring, first of all. So you weren't just buying one of 200 other keyrings. You got one with a specific number on it. So you're the only one with that number on it, on both the leather and the acrylic ones. And that took far more work on my end because I had to nest 400 keyrings individually and cut them. But it made it a more bespoke keyring for you guys. And it was an afterthought that since I was numbering the keyrings, that we would do a number generator out of that 200, but I would make an Excel spreadsheet basically and correlate your names in the order in which you ordered the keyrings to the number that's on your keyring. So if my math is correct, and I have triple checked all of this, and I will double check here. So I've got an Excel spreadsheet on my phone and I've got the number generator on my phone because this is a ragtag fly-by-night deal here. I can't screen record what I'm looking at and do it. I can with a secondary software, and I didn't know how to set that up in time. So we're here. We're going to do it on the phone, and I'll hold it as close as I can so you guys can see what's going on. But I made an Excel spreadsheet, all of your guys' numbers with all of your names, and anyone who purchased more than one keyring, if you bought them at the same time, as you already know, if you have your keyrings in hand, you've got consecutive numbers. And that's the same on the Excel spreadsheet. A couple of you bought one early and bought one late. So you've got like 25 and 171 or something like that. So they're all in the correct order on the Excel spreadsheet. So I could talk all night long and keep this on pins and needles because I'm just as nervous as you guys are. But I think most of us might be in here. There's 133 of you in here right now. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to take a quick look at the comments. Ricky, totally kidding about the Audi being the next project. We all know the cab over is getting, yeah, the cab over. I know. All right, guys, if you guys are in here, we might get this going. Kyle Kalselman. Yeah. I mean, I had a whole bunch of friends that wanted to get in. And it just went fast. I mean, I didn't even have a chance to put it in a YouTube episode to promote it here. I made a couple posts on Instagram and it was off to the races because we got on a plane and flew to Canada. And by the time we got to our hotel, it was selling out by morning. Rear Engine Shop, number 50 and 199. You just made that second order. 141, John Cox, good to see you in here. 111. 29, and you thought you were quick. Yeah, I could spend all night thanking you guys so much for all the support. I could not believe it. I mean, Kayla knows we were at our gate at the airport watching orders pour in. And that was both exciting and stressful because I knew I had to get right home and start making all these key rings for you guys. 007, number 30, 49 in Cincinnati. What's up, Scott? Awesome. Stoked you guys are here. I'll give you guys a quick look at the spreadsheet. This camera is not the best. So as you guys can see, I've got your names with the number you ordered and where you're from, the state. So I know this is super rudimentary. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, here we go. So I know this is like super lame, but we've got the numbers. Every now and then there's two in a row. Matt Artie, if you're in here. Oh, Matt Artie just dominating the middle section. We got Washington on the board. A handful of you guys bought more than one, but all it takes is one. So that being said, number 1 through 200 are in front of me. We'll do a number generator. It's like a spinning wheel number generator, and I'll have it on the screen so you guys can watch it run. You'll see it's number 1 through 200. Going to be as transparent as possible in this whole deal without being able to actually show you like on screen with the best resolution. You guys as nervous as I am? Because I mean, before we do this, I drove 2 hours today to my local powder coater, 1 hour out and 1 hour back to get the waffle plate on the driver's side front wheel powder coated, which is done. I need to drive 2 hours tomorrow to go pick it up. Because the Retro Wheels guys from Belgium, shout out to Dimitri, sent me a hex cap because I lost it on the tail of the Dragon. So that is now powder coated black. So that'll complete the wheels. And I still got to put a wiper motor in it for you guys. I've got a wiper motor sitting over there in a box. And yeah, one of you guys is going to win this thing. All right. So let's not stand on ceremony. Let's get to it. Am I sweating? I think I'm sweating. Yeah, it's warm in here too. So I shut the fans off so you guys could actually hear me. All right, let's open up this thing. We'll get this thing going. I feel like there needs to be more of a production to this, but it's just all of us. We're all sweating. Yeah. All right. Not nervous. Just very excited to see you get this beauty. Brock, you're the best, man. I think Brock bought 2. Pacific Northwest. Kayla's mom bought 1. She's number 100, actually. All right, boys and girls, let's do this. You killed it on the key rings. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate it, man. I wanted to make sure I did my part. I wanted to make sure you guys got something of quality. I didn't want one winner and there's no losers. You know what I mean? I wanted to make sure I put my time and effort into this as well. And anyone who doesn't get the car got something that I made with my hands as well. And got something that hopefully you guys could enjoy for years to come and put those keyrings on your own projects. So wanted this to last a little bit longer. We're at 15 minutes now. I think most of us are in here. We've got 147 people in here now. You guys ready? Because I'm not. So this is just a typical Googled number generator. You see a number 1 through 200 on there. All I got to do is click that center wheel and we'll spin it. One go. Y'all know the rules. 1 through 200. All right. You guys ready? One more look. 1 through 200. Just a typical number generator. You can see at the bottom, there's no numbers that are excluded. It's 1 through 200. All right, here we go. You guys ready? All right. Here we go. I kind of want to take the car for one more drive before this happens. All right. 3, 2, 1. She's spinning. Who's going to take it? I hope one of you has your keyring in hand. Oh, 166. 160 is 166 in here. All right, let's go to the Excel spreadsheet. Whoever has 166 keyring should be number 166 on where it counts. 166. Are you in here yet? 166 is Aoife Malone from Phoenix, Arizona. Aoife, tell me you're in here. Wow. Okay. So I'm pretty sure it's Phoenix, maybe Scottsdale, but she's from Arizona. Aoife, are you in here? All right, guys. 166. I don't know if Aoife's in here. It might be, what's Arizona, 2 hours? They don't play ball with the whole daylight savings time. So it's like they're 2 hours for a little bit from here. And then they're 3 hours the other half of the year. Matt Artie, you bought 10 spots, man. I can't thank you enough for that. I'm looking through the comments just to see if Aoife's in here. We did. First of all, congratulations, Aoife, and thank you so much for buying a keyring set and getting number 166. In 2019, I drove my right-hand drive E23 7 Series across America because a guy that bought it was in Los Angeles, and I thought it was a great idea to take my friend Corey and my friend Kyron along and do a series of Governor's Club pop-up meets all along a southern route, mid to southern route, all the way to LA, and do a bunch of pop-up meets in the various cities we passed through. After selling the E23, we flew straight to Seattle, where I bought my Toyota Century, which Matt Artie now owns, and drove that along a northern route, coast to coast, doing pop-up meets on the way out. When we stopped in Phoenix, we did a pop-up meet at an In-N-Out burger, and Aoife and her boyfriend actually showed up, and they trailered a Ford 100, an Anglia or a Prefix. I can't remember which one, if it was a 2-door or 4-door. But she actually came to our Governor's Club meet in Phoenix at the In-N-Out. And I don't see her in here yet, but that is who won the Porsche 924S Slicktop. It's got to go to Arizona now.
We got to go to Arizona.
The question is, I don't even know if I blow that kind of smoke now. Do we drive the Porsche 924S to Arizona? Yeah, I already got you guys saying drive it to Arizona.
What's your Instagram name?
Let's see. It's so cool you remember interactions with so many people. Shows you really care. Well, I mean, I really appreciate that. I mean, it's when people say that's why they do it, I honestly think that's why I do it. I mean, I'd be building cars here in this shop in the woods with no internet. You know, I love it. I live and breathe it. But boy, oh boy, is it really cool to get a chance to meet a lot of you guys and travel to crazy places that I didn't think I'd ever travel to and meet a lot of you. So yeah, it really sticks with me. It really, I don't have a good memory, I'd say, in the grand scheme of ways, but it's really cool to get a chance to meet a lot of you on the road in these crazy places and hear your stories and hear the types of projects that you're working on. Let me look up Aoife's Instagram real quick. We'll see if we can get her on here. It is, let's see, AOIFE. AOIFE. Okay, we're going to message Aoife real quick. Get on the YouTube live.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
I don't have her number. Otherwise, I'd call her right now and we would do this right now on the phone so you guys could hear her reaction. Oh, can I?
You can Instagram call her.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing that right now. All right. We're calling Aoife. Am I still on Do Not Disturb?
I think it's 6 there.
I think it's calling. We'll see if she picks up.
Oh my gosh. They're so cute.
She might be at work. It's calling. Don't want to leave you guys just hanging in the lurch. Yeah, pick up. Seriously. Still calling. I've never called anyone on Instagram before. I'm not getting a ringtone. We could chit chat about the auto union or the Porsche a little bit more. I'll answer some of you guys' questions in here. And we'll try her one more time before we jump off this.
You can call her boyfriend.
No answer. Okay. Yeah.
Want me to call her boyfriend?
Yeah. Or will it come through on? It'll come through on your Instagram. Probably won't know why. All right, guys. So yeah, answer the phone. Seriously. I'll go through some of you guys' comments here real quick. 617. Yeah, I'm assuming that's Arizona. Any idea how many entries she had? She had one entry. Aoife had one entry. 166. For those of you who have just jumped on, we just did the drawing and number 166 came up, and that was Aoife Malone from Arizona, who I have had the chance to meet. I know a lot of you guys have just heard that story, but she came to a Governor's Club meet that I put on in September of 2019 when we came through Phoenix. Please protect the taillights. Yes. Thank you. You saw it. And no, I haven't taken them off yet. I just like looking at it. Would you just look at it? Yeah. I got an episode coming up. Next episode coming up has a bunch of new tooling that I invested in for the shop for this project. Some stuff that I've been hesitant to buy, and I'm really excited that I did. So yeah, we're going to be full throttle on this thing soon. Cab over. Seriously, I know it's back home in New Hampshire. We're going to get on the cab over. That'll be a big part of the project, or a big part of the channel at some point. It's just so many auto union questions in here. First of all, I'm sweating to death in here. I'm real excited that you guys are excited about the auto union, because that is a really bizarre car. Super rare, weird looking, not orthodox project at all. And I am just so stoked that you guys are stoked on that project, because being serious about the YouTube thing, to get any sort of traction in an algorithm or whatever, you really have to be playing with cars that all the big boys are playing with, or big YouTube boys are playing with, Skylines and Supers and all that stuff. And trust me, I love those cars. I really do. But if I had R34 GTR money, you best believe I'd still be building this thing. So to be building something so weird and so oddball, I'm super, super thankful that you guys are excited about this as well. All right. Yeah, another JDM build.
She's not responding.
Oh, Aoife says, give her 2 minutes. You didn't say anything to her, did you? About like why I was calling?
She knows why.
I don't know.
She totally knows why.
We're going to have her call me on the Instagram. All right. So we're going to wait for her call. I didn't think it would end with like an actual phone call. It's really cool you can make phone calls on Instagram, says the old dude that doesn't know how social media platforms work, apparently. Yeah, you're right, David. Yeah, she knows. It's got to go a ways to get to Arizona, but the good thing is, I guess, is it's going to a dry climate. It's lived in a dry climate or a salt-free climate. All right, we're gonna wait. We're gonna stand by for her call. Make sure my ringer's on. All right, we need another JDM build. Strange cars are where it's at. Yeah, you darn tootin'. Rear engine shop has some Fieros, I think, right? Some weird. All right, guys. Here's Aoife. All right. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
So you missed the YouTube live stream of the giveaway.
Yeah. I completely forgot.
Well, you won the Porsche 924S.
Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious?
Yes, you tell me that have you received the keyrings?
Hold on, I'm starting my car real quick.
Did you run out of work? What are you doing right now?
I am going to Ireland in like a week, so I'm just like getting stuff and I'm running around getting stuff. No fucking way. Holy shit. When I saw it's like missed call and I was like, I'm like, I don't think they like I know they want to do the live is fine without me. I was like, what does this mean? Oh my god, my heart is like, oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. I have 10 cars or 9 cars in my house.
You have 9 cars at your house?
Yeah.
Oh
And my
boy.
husband just got a JZX 100, but I just sold my bug, so I'm down a car.
Well, it sounds like you've got a room for one more.
Holy shit! I put in all these things. I never have won a thing ever.
Wow.
Holy shit! I won a car.
That's awesome. I'm super happy for you. And I already told the story on because we're still on the YouTube live now. So yeah, you're on the YouTube live right now.
Oh, sorry, I'm cussing. Is that okay?
It's fine. It's fine. It shows how excited you are. Everyone is super excited for you. Everyone is saying that your reaction was perfect.
I feel bad. I didn't know.
I should have told you that you were currently on the live. But I told everyone the story as how we met, how we did the Governor's Club meet in 2019, and you guys trailered your 100 there because you guys couldn't get it running or like overheated or something, and you came anyway with the car on a trailer. So that was
overheated on the way. I was driving it, and I remembered it was like kind of iffy, and I was like, I don't know if it's gonna make it. So he wasn't my husband then, but he is now. I made him drive my Land Cruiser behind me just in case. I didn't get it very far.
Yeah.
Then we had to just trailer it.
Yeah.
Flat tow it, actually. We didn't even trailer it.
That's right. So cool that you guys brought it. You towed it to the meet. You guys would have won MVP of the meet anyway. So I'm super excited for you guys. I'm super happy that this car is going to you, and I'll get back in touch with you about logistics. Have a great time in Ireland, and we will definitely chat about logistics and getting you the car.
This is crazy. I don't even know what to say. That is insane. I am so excited. I have to make some room now.
Yeah, it sounds like you've got some work to do. Yep. Well, I'll give you another shout and we'll chat more about it. And yeah, I just wanted to get your reaction on the YouTube live since I was able to call you through Instagram. So thank you for calling me back.
Yeah, I'm glad I checked my phone.
Yeah, seriously. Well, congratulations again. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm stoked that it's going to you. And yeah, we'll chat soon about logistics and we'll get you sorted out. All right, Aoife. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
See, bye. All right, guys. I'm stoked she was able to pick up or call me back. Yeah, I probably should have started the phone call with "You're on YouTube Live." She probably feels a little embarrassed, but that's a general, or not general. That's a genuine reaction to winning the car. I don't know if you guys could hear her end of the phone very well, but she said she enters things like this and has never won anything. So pretty cool that she had that reaction and was that excited about it. So thank you guys again so much for all of your support. We'll do something like this again. I want to do it like as most people do it, with like a sweepstakes company. And I know that kind of loses a lot of like the like grassroots feel to it, but it's like the legitimate way to do it. But I'm just can't thank you guys enough for all of your support on this. And I've obviously been thinking about what do we give away next. I saw someone in here, I don't know if it was Matt, someone said do the Corvair giveaway. Listen, I know that that would probably be financially a no-brainer for me to give that car away, but I can't do that. I can't. My dad and I built that car together. If you know me or you've ever talked to me about that car, you know that that car is it would take a lot to get that car out of my hands. My dad would be like, if someone offers you good money, take it. You know, not that he doesn't care about the time we spent building the car, but that he understands that this is how I make my living and it's how he made his living for years as well. But I don't think we're going to do a giveaway for the Corvair. I know that would be a wild giveaway. I'd have to really, that would be a giveaway where I can't make the merchandise myself, because we probably sell a lot of merchandise. I just wouldn't be able to keep up with it. But probably again on this channel, we'll do another giveaway. And honestly, I think it's going to be something like this, like more in the one-off patinaed, super weird, kind of more of a one-of-a-kind car. Since I know a lot of you guys are into that kind of stuff. The Porsche, though, I mean, if you guys have watched the channel and watched the episodes on this car, it honestly does handle as good as I hoped it would handle. Honestly, better. It's a canyon carver car. If you haven't seen the episode where I take it to the tail of the dragon and drive it alongside my friend Elliot Grafton's 924S, which is kind of more set up for the track with a static suspension, he drove this thing far harder than I drove it, and basically said that it handles better than it does stock. And these cars won awards in the 80s for best handling cars, with the weight distribution and just the suspension setup and all of that. So hearing that from him, someone who has over 50 944, 924 cars currently and has had well into the hundreds of those things, and races them too, it was really quite an honor to like hear that from him, that we hit the mark with this car. It lays engine cradle and oil pan when you air it out, but with sway bars front and rear, when you air it up, you can drive it like it's on the track with a good quality ride. So that was definitely key. And I felt super excited to kind of get it to where I thought we could get it. So I'll take another look to you guys' comments. Thank you guys so much for all of this and for all the support, for subscribing to the channel. A handful of you guys in here are on the Patreon. I don't plug that enough. I definitely have imposter syndrome with the Patreon. It took me 2 years to even start one of those because I didn't feel like I had good enough value to give to any of you guys to warrant, you know, a few bucks a month to see some behind the scenes stuff or to kind of pick your brain about, you know, projects I'm thinking about. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel in the shop more, the Patreon link is in the video's description, and most all the videos is just patreon.com/John Ludwig. I drove 6 hours round trip last week with my trailer and an envelope of cash to go look at a car that I thought I couldn't live without, even though I need to get on this thing. And that is on the Patreon. That'll give you a window into what I'm thinking about next. I'm already thinking about a project ahead of or after this. So yeah, I kind of divulge a bunch of that stuff there and kind of get your guys' takes on things and whatever. But I see a lot of you here on the channel, on the live, and I can't thank you guys enough for all of your support. It honestly blows me away. I feel super grateful to be able to do this. I know a lot of you guys who know me personally know that I work hard into the late hours of the night on the laser machine when I have work. I mean, it's not on the channel. The channel doesn't make enough money to survive and live off of. So I put my work in for sure. And so anyone that subscribes to the channel or buys a t-shirt or a hat or an entry to win one of the cars is just flooring to me. I mean, it honestly means the world. So yeah, I mean, I could go on and on about how much I appreciate you guys. Any plans with the old Ford? The truck? Yes, actually. Yes. Maybe we'll talk more about that on the Patreon. It's not really that crazy. I want to modify it a little bit. I kind of want to keep that truck for a while because I love OBS Fords. Yeah, Danny, my buddy Danny, let's do Kayla's Porsche now. We could do a giveaway for her car. I think she's really attached to that car.
I wouldn't say really attached.
She's here with me too, by the way, guys.
Yeah, by the way, when am I not?
All right, guys. Classic Mini, that'd be cool. Sounds like it went to a good home. Yeah, it really did. I'm really stoked for her. I'm glad we could get her on the phone and get her natural reaction to winning the car. Even if she's a little embarrassed for the language she used, that's okay. Demonetize the video. It's fine. I'm glad she was super excited and had a chance to pick up the phone. Can we send an airlift controller mount with it? With the 924S? That was way up in the comments. Oh yeah, you guys are killing it in the comments here. Proud to support your work. Thank you so much, Alex. I mean, honestly, I'm real grateful for you guys. I love the Patreon. I was the first or second, I believe. Super cool to have that insider scoop. Really appreciate you guys. And John Cox, I see you in here. Thank you so much. John just moved from Australia to the Carolinas. So that was a wild move. Would have been stoked if you were coming to get the car as well. I mean, I would have been stoked if all of you guys were coming to get this car. Unfortunately, we can't divide it up into all of those pieces, but I think that'll do it. We're at 37 minutes already. It kind of went super fast. I felt like I got right into the drawing before everyone was in here, but we had 150 people in here when we did the drawing. There's only 64 of you guys left. I know you guys are here for the climactic drawing, and we could talk all night. I know this is the first YouTube live I've ever done with you guys, so I kind of wanted to hang around and chat with you guys more. But honestly, I try to do that as much as I can on the Patreon. So thank you guys again for all the support there. Thank you for the support here. That will conclude the first live stream from the YouTube and the first giveaway of a car on the channel. I'm super excited. Super excited. We'll do another one. I don't know if the Auto Union is going to be one, though, because I really want to keep that car. It's going to be a lot of work. Pretty sure it's the first one in the world. Pretty positive. I mean, I've never seen one. If you guys haven't seen a body dropped and bagged 1000 SP. So I'm real excited to get that done. Buddy of mine photoshopped it on the ground. Shout out to Aiden Templin. He photoshopped it on the ground when I first brought it home last year. And I haven't shared the photo because I don't want anyone to see what this thing looks like, even in a fake photo, laying pan on the ground, because it is wild. So I'm hoping the real life fruition of that blows the Photoshop out of the water. Because we did that with the 700 and I did it with the Corvair, and real life looks far better than the Photoshops did. So hoping that's the case with the Auto Union as well. Well, that's going to do it for this, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. This will go into the bank of videos. I think it does. And you guys will be able to watch this later on as well. So if you weren't here for the live stream, hello, and thank you so much for all of your support. That's it, guys. We'll see you in the next episode. Going to be talking about a lot of tooling and parts I bought for the shop to get working on the Auto Union. So we're getting on that here pretty soon. All right. Good night, guys. I know you guys are all saying good night. Thank you so much for joining and for all the support, guys. We'll see you in the next episode. do these comments stay on the video when it's on the video bank? Because I kind of want to cycle through all of these. This has been the most rudimentary live stream ever because I was watching videos about how to do this, and you can like overlay your logos and live time screenshot, all that sort of stuff. Maybe next time I'll do some better research when I don't have a million things to do, and we'll get a really cool live stream. Maybe we'll just do more live streams once a month or something, and just do like a Q&A live or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. I do Instagram lives more often. I really do those quite a bit. And the YouTube lives, I kind of had a lot of anxiety about because I feel like that's like the Wild West, like because anyone can just log on and watch. I feel like Instagram, you kind of know who's watching. The chat is saved in its own box. Comments saved separately like a normal video. Awesome. Good to know. Well, thank you guys so much again and again and again. Aoife from Arizona won the 924S, and we were able to capture her genuine reaction on the phone. So that was really cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. I said that like 5 times. I don't even know where to end the stream. Oh, all right. Good night, guys. How many not end?